To know, it's easy to say, it's never the same. Stay,
My
please,
jam right here.
and tonight fall to get me through it all. I let my guard down and let me through it all.
Gosh, this is all the feelings of the market right here. Got
Right?
that rug pull right there.
Don't pull the rug. Don't pull the rug. But I love a bull
that's what I
market.
was afraid of
Or
all
bear
day.
market. Love a bear market, not bull market.
So,
I played puts all fucking day today.
you.
SPY
I'm
392,
bearish. I'm
394,
bearish.
and 395 today.
Yeah. So you were more active than I was today. Tell me about your trading day today.
I traded. So first off, stayed up way too late last night looking at shit. And I did not sleep well last night, and woke up at about 25 minutes after market opened, and jumped into puts. Like the setup I had, I opened up my phone today, and I saw an opportunity. Like my setup's right there, and jumped into 392 puts right as soon as I woke up. Sat into it for because I scalped. So for my play market, it was perfect. Got some money, uh, and stayed in there for a couple minutes. Got the money, went out, and then when I went to work today, I played during intraday, and I also played a little closer to power hour because I love playing my 0 day spies. So I played, and I love playing downside. So I played 392 puts, 394, and 395 today, and profit off all those.
All right. So how long would you estimate that you were in a trade for the day on all your trades like combined?
Well, so the shortest trade I was in today, I was in there for about 2 minutes. The shortest one, longest
long
one
for
I was
you.
in. Well, the longest one I was in there for about 8-9 minutes.
Okay.
And then
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say like so off my shortest trade and then my longest trade. Let's average it out plus the other trade I was in 5 minutes
5 minutes.
on average.
Well, that's
Longer than I
for
used to.
you. That's long.
Yeah.
For me, that's not even. That's quick.
Yeah.
So I was in only one trade today, and that was Roku. So at one point in the day, when I saw where the chart setup was for Spy and Apple and the overachiever that I call Roku, uh, when I saw where they were, I was like, oh, there's no way they're going to sustain these levels because they've been pretty much consolidating at that top. Yesterday we had a hard rejection on Apple at almost 152, and they rejected hard down to 147. So, considering the state of the market, I mean, people forget that we're still in a bear market. Like, yeah, we're having a bull rally, but we're still in overall bear market. So, the trend that I follow, which I'll get into in a minute, showed that there was going to be a downturn at some point today. So I was looking at Roku, it was at 97 and change. And I said, you know what? 95 put looks really good right now at 1.88. So that was too good for me to resist. So I bought it and immediately shot up. Like the stock went up, so my put went down, almost 98. And then I said it happens. But then I said in the Discord, like, this is gonna go below $95 by some point today. I said I'm not even gonna look at it the rest of the day. I'm just gonna send an alert because once that alert hits, that's when I'll sell. And I had forgotten about it, and then all of a sudden, I got that alert on my phone. I was like, "Oh, it's happening!" So I jumped in right away, and when I looked at it, it was slightly above 95, but it was below. It was in the money, and I was able to score a nice little victory without having to follow a chart set up nervously. Because if I was watching it, I probably would have sold it real quick. So that was just me sticking to fundamentals. So that was pretty cool.
There you
go. Yeah.
Yeah. You have that bigger time frame set up, and it paid out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I do. Swing big, miss big. It was looking like a miss at first.
Honestly, like when you get into a trade, like you will stay in there for a long time, but your plays pay out heavy.
Yeah, they also lose big. They also lose heavy too.
And when I trade, like I'm in and out.
Yeah, you manage your risk a lot tighter than I do.
Yeah,
I don't. I try to, and like recently, I haven't really done thorough analysis. Like I've just been going off, like SPY in particular. I've been going off a 4-day trend. So tomorrow for me, I don't know what direction it's going to go because it's at resistance. So tomorrow for me, if I'm looking at my setups, tomorrow's a day where I just watch to see where it goes. Tomorrow's to me is going to be the day that is going to tell me what direction SPY is going to move. So if we finish red tomorrow, then SPY is going, in my opinion, is going to go back down to the gap fill level at about 382.
That's a lot.
But yeah, but if it breaks, to 395, then I think it's going to trend up to 400. So I don't think I'm going to trade. I don't think I'm going to trade SPY tomorrow. Tomorrow's a watch day for me because I'm waiting for the next trend.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I agree. Like I don't like playing on days like where there's no 0-day SPYs. So I like to trade Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm more comfortable with it. Just how I play. Back to your point, it's a watch day, but I'm still, if the setup happens and there's something that looks good, then of course I'm jumping on and play, trying to scalp something.
Yeah,
because that's just how I trade. Like I'll scalp, but I would rather scalp on a 0-day versus 1, 2, 3 days out, unless like I'm confident on a swing trade.
Yeah, same. So I'm pretty confident that Roku is going to be red tomorrow. So I'm looking at puts for Roku in particular down to, I gotta see where volume is. I don't have a chart in front of me, but
I mean, just as a company in general, the personal opinion shouldn't be green regardless. Like that was like what, like a year and a half ago or last year, a $400 stock. It's trading under 100.
Yeah, it's not even worth 100. So I'm looking at puts for Roku. I don't know what they're going to look like tomorrow, but I think from what I see, I think the stock's going to hit $92 at some point tomorrow. So I'll be watching Roku at open, depending on where it opens, because it could open down to about 93, mid 93s. I don't think it was warranted for the spike that it had today because it was based off of Netflix, what their earnings was. So
yeah, sympathy play.
Yeah, so we'll see, but I still think with SPY. So I'm gonna call it right now on Wednesday, July 20th at 10:37 p.m. If SPY closes red tomorrow, in 4 days after tomorrow, 4 trading days after tomorrow, we will hit 382. We will hit the 32 level. If SPY, what?
So Wednesday, next Wednesday.
So if SPY closes above 395 tomorrow, which would be green, then we will. It gets tricky because 400 is actually a really solid resistance point, but we will hit 400 in the next 2 trading days. So
I figured that we're gonna hit 400 sometime this week.
I don't know. I can't tell you. I need to see what trend tomorrow is for me to make that determination. So
well, no, you said the next 2 trading days. That's Thursday, Friday.
Yeah,
I could see it hitting there because we have like we have a lot of catalysts of these crazy earnings right now, right? And everyone's beating it or it's doing better than expected, even though they miss it, and there's still pushing the market up.
Yeah. I don't know how I forgot Tesla had earnings today.
It's in the Discord. I posted it for like the last week and a half.
We talked about it on Sunday.
We talked about it on Sunday. I posted I posted here. Let's go pull up the Discord. Let's see here. Upcoming earnings. So I initially posted this July 15th. Okay, so 5 days ago. We talked about it multiple times, and I posted it again on the 17th, and we talked
Yeah,
about
you
it
did.
again, and we talked about it today and yesterday. How the fuck did you forget about that, Drake? Come on.
I don't know. For some reason in my mind, I thought it was Thursday. I do not know why I thought it was tomorrow. So I was very surprised when I saw Tesla move in the after hours today. I was like, what is going on? You understand.
And I
They
posted about
went
it.
up without me.
Tesla and UAL after earnings or after market close earnings came out on Wednesday, and we have American Airlines Thursday.
Yeah. Such a bummer because on Sunday we both were agreement that it would be a bullish day for Tesla on earnings, and you said 770, I said 760, and it hit like 770 something in the after hours.
Yeah.
So
And I was looking at 880 or 800 and 820 calls. But then also like last night when I looked at the uh, open interest to volume level, like it was like pretty balanced, slightly skewed to the put side, but that's where the interest I was looking at was at the 800 call level to 820, and even though it didn't hit it, it still moved aggressively towards it. But
yeah.
speaking of Tesla, did you see what happened with Elon Musk today? They
No, man, I was
sold.
out of the news. Tell me.
Okay, so Elon sold $795 million worth of Bitcoin today after earnings.
795 million.
Yeah,
So I imagine Bitcoin's hurting right now.
they already had a dip previously in the day. He caught the run up.
That's insane. $795 million in Bitcoin.
Yeah.
So that means Tesla doesn't have Bitcoin in their portfolio anymore, right?
They're holding 25%. They sold 75% of their portfolio. So if you guys look on Twitter, go look up Unusual Whales. They're tracking all that stuff right now. And
Did he say why?
sold it.
Just 'cause?
Well, I'm not a shareholder, so I wasn't in the meeting. But that was part of the thing. Like if you were a shareholder, you were in the meeting, and he sold it after the meeting closed. So I'm assuming or guessing that he's like, hey, it's like let's just go sell some crypto.
Let's go sell some crypto. Cool.
But it really didn't affect the market, so that's interesting.
Mara freaking tanked. Mara tanked like $2 at the end of the day.
Yeah, that was crazy. Like I was like, we called it out. We set up the plays. I posted late last night about crypto markets,
Yep.
and I watched it go from just under $14 this morning to being around like what 12.65 or something like that.
Yeah. I was really surprised by that dip. So it probably was mostly because of Elon. They probably knew that Elon sold his Bitcoin holdings.
Yeah,
So that had to affect the stock.
could be, but I mean, I don't. It's probably been like it's been a year since I traded Mara. I remember the first time that you last year called out getting into some Mara calls, and that was the day that what was it 2021.
Yeah. You were at Disneyland.
I was at Disneyland walking into that huge 6 mile line, and I was like, oh cool, like market's opened, Mara stocks up. And I was like, all right, cool, let's go sell this, and then this is gonna pay for all the food today because
Yeah.
Disneyland charges insane prices for food. Ever since then, I have not touched that stock.
I
But
have.
yeah,
We
I
have
know you
a
have.
we have an up and down relationship, Mara and I. She's like that ex that I just can't get over.
God,
I
don't
just
do that.
I don't know what it is about Mara. I just can't leave her. She's burned me so bad.
I mean,
But
it
she overall she's paid more than what she's taken away. So far so good.
it's still a good stock.
Yeah.
Like for a crypto stock, like I know there's like other stocks that will base their thing off of crypto. Um, I don't know the other names of it, but there's like 2 or 3 other like big other
There are.
companies that do the same thing.
Riot and Can are two of the other
Right?
ones.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Right is the one I was thinking about. And speaking of like weird new stocks, uh, do you ever follow like professional gaming?
No.
Okay, so like one of my favorite swing trade stocks is TTWO, Take Two,
Yeah.
who is the founders of Grand Theft Auto. Um, it's one of my favorite swing trade stocks. I'm not currently in it right now, but they announced a GTA 6 finally. Edgar told me about this. Um, so we'll see what happens with that. But like in the gaming realm of stock trading,
Yeah.
if anybody is familiar with professional gaming teams, the team FaZe, FAZE,
I've heard of them.
uh, they went public today. So now they are a publicly traded professional gaming team.
Oh, okay. How much is their
So
stock
that
going for?
I don't know. Like I think they went public after market closed. So that might be something to look into.
That's
Uh,
interesting.
yeah, and they're like one of the bigger ones out there. So I wouldn't buy into it personally right now, but like let's see like where the stock is like the next like week or two, and then maybe buy a couple shares of that.
Hmm. That's interesting for a gaming team to come up with their own stock.
Yeah,
All right, I'm gonna take a look at that when we're done here to see what that looks like.
yeah. So
It has my
surprise,
attention. It has my attention for sure.
yeah, because
So
like because like that professional gaming community is like it's huge right now,
yeah,
and it's only going to get bigger. And like especially like if it's the first company to go public, I don't know if there's other ones that have already done that, but because there's already video game companies that are public,
hmm,
you have Activision, you have Take Two, you have whatever all the other ones. I don't watch them. Or EA.
I mean,
Um,
Take Two has a partnership with the NBA where they have gamers that are in control of like NBA teams on their on the video game side, and they have the tournaments like actual 2K sponsored tournaments. It's insane. They have drafts too, so it's that type of the gaming industry is going to be booming soon. So it might not be a bad investment to jump
yeah,
into right now, especially with the
yeah,
metaverse going to blow up.
yeah.
So
And it's still early, so it's going to be a whole new sector in the next 10 years. Like we're going to see like gaming, we're going to see this type of market that's going to make a whole brand new thing.
yeah,
And who knows, like it could be the next. It's probably going to be the next Amazon, but it's going to be some huge tech esque type company coming into the market.
yeah, absolutely. So tomorrow, which is very soon, about an hour and 12 minutes looking at the clock right now. What is your What stocks are you looking at for tomorrow?
Well, we're gonna keep the big three and do SPY, Apple, and AMD. Uh,
You're a big three.
my big three, my big three. But did you see that the chip bill is gonna get passed next week, Tuesday, Wednesday?
What bill?
The chip bill.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Like a
Yeah,
$52 billion bill or something.
yeah. So I, the way I play, not not comfortable going into calls, but I will go into calls if the market presents itself. So
Mm-hmm.
uh, once that bill probably goes into effect, I'll probably jump in calls on AMD and Nvidia. Um, Spy Spy is interesting because I've drawn what 1, 2, 3 channels. So my current channel, it's an upward trend, but it's not a very big upward trend
Yeah.
and very solid. So I would love to see that go back into my downward trend for the year, but on the week and on the month, it's an upward trend. So I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
go probably gonna go calls on the short side. But if I see any sort of turnaround, I will definitely go into puts on there. Um, Tesla is obviously gonna help move the market, but it also depends where the sell-off happens pre-market in the morning
Yep.
because what was the other one that we had? Netflix.
Netflix. They
So
tanked.
Netflix, like Netflix, like if you looked at if you got the opportunity to look at it, they jumped up. I think it was like $225 per
Mm-hmm.
share. It within the first 5 minutes, and
Mm-hmm.
then that was like 15% over market close. And then when the market opened today, it was only up 4% ish.
Oh, it
And
tanks
yeah, it tanked hard.
to $200.
So we might see something like that with Tesla. We don't
Mm-hmm.
know.
Yeah, but one of the things that's been unique about the earnings is that people dump at open, but it picks up during the day. Like Netflix dumped to 200 at open, but it rebounded to over 216 middle of the day.
Hmm.
So that's something also to watch for. Is if Tesla somehow dumps before open, does not necessarily mean that you need to sell it right away. You got to stick to the fundamentals and look at the chart setup, see where it's at in terms of support and resistance before you make that decision. Because
Yeah,
natural instinct is to sell when you see a big red candle, but you have to power through that psychology and just stick with your analysis. So I'm gonna say for tomorrow because we might see a dump at open. So,
yeah. I mean, I don't see any reason, even with all these like positive reportings for a potential bull market.
yeah,
I want to see. I want to see more red.
of course you do.
I want to see more red.
I'm with you actually on that. So you're right. Spy's on a bullish trend right now, but I think that it's going to meet its resistance finally, and I think it's going to reverse. So it'll probably honestly, I think it's going to be a choppy day tomorrow. But depending on where that
It's a
closes,
it's a Thursday.
yeah. So I think it's gonna be choppy. Maybe a $5 spread at most, $4 to $5 spread.
If we get lucky,
Yeah. So we'll see. But I'm gonna look at Spy. I'm gonna see how it reacts at open. If it rejects 395, I might go into a quick put like a scalp or maybe a day trade. I'm looking at Roku for a dump. I think that Roku is going to open red tomorrow, and we'll see a downtrend down to about $91, $92. And the other one I'm looking at was who was it? Oh man, I'm drawing a blank.
mini futures at 396.5.
What is?
SPY mini futures, 396.5.
So that's up, isn't it?
It's up $2.50.
Oh,
But it's not midnight. It's not close to market open. So like I've there have been days like where like I will stay up and watch futures from 10 p.m. Pacific till 5 a.m.
yeah.
and it will go from like one side to the other. So honestly, like it to me it doesn't make a difference. Like if you want to go watch features, like watch features
Yeah.
maybe an hour, 30 minutes before open. Right now, like it doesn't mean shit.
That, that's fair. I cannot remember the last stock I was going to talk about.
Tesla, Tessie.
Not Tesla. I don't remember. I don't see it. Oh well.
Spy Tesla Roku. Did you go into United or American Airlines?
No,
UAL.
I didn't look at any of those travel stocks. How did they do?
I have no idea. I was hoping you
Oh
got into those. Uh,
no, I've never really paid attention to those.
I was like really looking into getting UAL calls right before
Hmm.
close, but I was driving at the time, so I missed like the last like 5 minutes for close. Let's go take a look.
That sucks.
Only reason like I want to say like I would get the call for good thing I didn't. Let's see here.
You
That
know,
stock dropped almost $3 after earnings.
$3. Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah,
It's the best.
yeah. Good thing I did not buy calls. The only reason like I would buy like in my mind, not looking at like any financials or anything like that. I was like, everyone's traveling, they're going out places.
Yeah,
I would assume like they're traveling, taking
we're
a
all
plane or
traveling. Have you seen the cost of a plane ticket? I was gonna go to California at some time in August, but I changed my mind when I saw it was $500 for a round trip flight.
that's insane because like Hawaiian Airlines is like, oh, like we'll fly you out there for like $50
Yeah,
a flight each way.
I saw that. I got a thing for $59 for Hawaiian Airlines today. It's like,
And
oh,
then
that's cool.
they also sent me like an email. It's like, oh, like if you want to go like island to island, uh, $39 round trip. And I was like, have you seen the price of gas? Like how do you afford that? I was like, I don't know if I trust that plane at that point.
Yeah, they're getting paid. They're getting paid by somebody over there to funnel them to Hawaii for us to spend all our money. Yeah, it's crazy. The price of a plane ticket right now. Like, I really wanted to come visit in August, but it was $498 round trip. It's like, wow. In September it goes down. In September it's like $228. So I don't know what it is about July that has ticket prices in the almost $500 range. It's bizarre.
Because it's summer.
Yeah, but $500, it's a little much.
Because it's summer. That's what it is. Like if you want to go take a family trip, like if you're not doing it like during 4th of July weekend, you're gonna do it somewhere like in the middle of the summer before all the
Yep,
kids go back to school,
that's true. All
right?
right,
Because like
so if you had to pick one stock to trade tomorrow, and what direction will you trade that? Which one would it be?
um, well, I'm spy heavy. Let's see here.
So you're leaning towards SPY. You're leaning towards SPY.
Uh,
Oh,
you
stocks
know,
you choose.
like I always trade spy. Or so that my big three: spy, AMD, and Apple. Uh, At open,
You're gonna do it open. Okay, what?
if I go into open, because like I don't honestly, I've learned my lesson. I won't trade in the first 5, 10, 15 minutes of market open. But if I get
Okay.
in if I get in that open, I will buy calls. Throughout the day, though, I will go get puts.
For you. Okay, say that again. You're gonna do SPY, but what?
So I don't trade within the first. Oh shit, that's my chart. Um, if I do trade SPY, or when I trade SPY, I would buy, as of right now, potentially I would buy calls at open. I would buy calls at open. First price target is going to be 39.80 and 39 or 395.15.
395.
So, um, so 394.80 and 395.15. After that, I'm looking at 395.72. If I was going to go into calls right at market open, with the exit at the high, I would do 396.54. But I don't trade the first 5, 10, 15 minutes, depending on what the market looks like.
Good call.
And because of Tesla's earnings, there's gonna be aggressive run up. So like if you can get in, get out, then grab it. But personally, I wouldn't do it. I'm gonna wait for the retrace. I'm gonna wait for the first 15-minute candle to see if the market's actually gonna go up or go down. And I have changed the way I've traded recently this week. So I want to see like what the stochastics look like and see how those move
Okay.
before I get out of my in and out of my place.
Yeah. I am. If I had to pick one stock for tomorrow, I would do Roku. And currently, at its current level, I would do a $91 put expiring this week because I think that's going to hit in the money by Friday. We might see 92. Well, I think we're going to see a 92 move tomorrow, and I see Friday. Depending on what SPY does, if SPY does trend backwards, then I will see Roku under 91 by Friday. So 91 put intraday, but if you're feeling confident, hold that into Friday because I think that's going to dip under $91. And current price is 95.54. So, I mean, you're looking at about a $26 move on that contract price per dollar. So $4, 26. It's over about 104, I want to say. Yeah, 104. So right now I'm trading at 102. So you get that's 100% move potentially, in my opinion. So I would trade that. I'm probably going to buy. Unless it opens pretty deep. If it opens around 92, 93, then I won't do that. But I don't think it will. So I think it's going to open in the high 93s, maybe low 94. So that's my pick of the day for tomorrow.
All right. So for your Roku, and if you're looking at SPY,
Yeah.
put this on your chart. From what I've charted, Apple dump at 152.06.
To what?
No, like on the downside.
Oh, you think that's where it's going to hit?
I think that we can see like a dollar move down on Apple, and if that happens, that will tank Apple, or that'll tank SPY, and that'll also tank Roku play.
Most tech will tank with it, yeah. All right, so
So 102.06, 102.05 ish, that vicinity for Apple. If you see like a big red candle in there,
all right.
then I think your play is gonna hit for sure,
Oh,
guaranteed.
if Apple goes down, yeah, for sure. Apple will take the rest of the tech market down with it.
Yeah, it's gonna take SPY. because I use SPY as an indicator for when I trade, or I use Apple as an indicator for SPY.
Yeah. All right. Well, good talking to you as usual. So
Good talking to you too.
we'll see how our trades go tomorrow, and I'm sure we're going to be very active in the Discord tomorrow.
Yeah. Hey, you still on for Friday?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
All right, guys. So we'll be back Friday. I don't think we'll be on here, but we'll be on the Discord for sure. Right? Live Discord?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll drop the link in this video. If you're not currently a member of our Discord, it is free. So just click the link at the bottom of this video in the information section, and we look forward to trading with you guys on Friday. All right. Have a good night.
Have a good night, guys.